Inside a packed arena, nearly 17,000 fans fix their eyes on one player. Defensive schemes are designed specifically for her, and every opponent on the floor knows the assignment. Yet Caitlin Clark, just 22 years old, walks onto the court with a confidence that suggests she was born for this stage. From the moment she entered the Women's National Basketball Association, teams made it clear they would test her immediately. Full court pressure, aggressive double teams, and relentless physical defense became the nightly routine. Veterans across the league wanted to see whether the rookie sensation could handle the intensity of professional basketball. For a brief stretch early in the season, it looked like the league's strategy might work. Then Clark flipped the narrative in spectacular fashion. Deep three-pointers launched from well beyond the arc began falling with ease. Triple-doubles started appearing on the stat sheet, a feat rarely seen from a first-year player. Her passing vision produced record-breaking assist numbers, and suddenly career-high scoring nights became a regular headline. What had started as a trial by fire quickly turned into a showcase. Instead of shrinking under the spotlight, Clark seemed to grow stronger with every challenge, reminding fans and critics alike why she arrived in the league with so much attention surrounding her name. By the time her rookie campaign gained momentum, it became clear that Clark wasn't just surviving the pressure. She was reshaping expectations for what dominance in the WNBA could look like. The conversation quickly shifted from wondering if she could keep up with the league to asking a much tougher question: who, exactly, was capable of slowing her down? What many observers initially overlooked is that Clark didn't enter the league with the mindset of a pure scorer. That might sound surprising, considering she shattered the all-time scoring record in NCAA Division I women's basketball. But Clark arrived in the WNBA, focused on running an offense as a true point guard. During her early games with the Indiana Fever, she pushed the pace in transition, read defensive rotations, and consistently delivered the ball to open teammates, averaging roughly 8 assists per game early in the season. She played with the mindset of a floor general rather than a volume scorer. She was studying the speed of the professional game, building chemistry, and learning how the spacing worked at the highest level. That patient approach made what followed even more dangerous. Once her scoring rhythm arrived, it arrived in a big way. On May 28, during a matchup between the Indiana Fever and the Los Angeles Sparks, Clark delivered a breakout performance in just her 6th professional game. She poured in 30 points while adding 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Although the Fever ultimately lost the contest, the energy in the building felt different by the end of the night. Clark attacked defenders with newfound confidence, launching deep shots without hesitation and creating separation with step-back moves that looked almost effortless. Fans watching closely could sense a shift happening in real time. Then the momentum continued. On June 7, the Fever traveled to face the Washington Mystics at Capital One Arena. Nearly 20,000 fans filled the building, a crowd-sized women's basketball in the city hadn't seen in nearly 20 years. The massive turnout came down to one reason: the arrival of Caitlin Clark. From the moment the game began, the rookie star delivered the kind of performance that keeps crowds on the edge of their seats. Her first 2 shots from beyond the arc missed, briefly raising the possibility that it might be an off night. But anyone familiar with elite shooters knows that early misses rarely shake their confidence. Clark kept firing. Soon the shots began to fall. One three-pointer dropped, then another, and then another. Each make came from farther away, with Clark confidently pulling up from 25 and even 26 feet. As defenders rushed toward her, the crowd rose to its feet, and the excitement spread beyond fans of the Fever. Moments like this transcend team loyalty. When a player starts draining shots from such remarkable distance with total composure, everyone in the arena simply watches in amazement. By the end of the night, Clark had delivered an unforgettable stat line: 7 three-pointers, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals painted the picture of a rookie fully announcing her presence on the professional stage. With those 7 long-range shots, Clark tied the rookie record for most three-pointers in a single WNBA game, a mark previously set by Crystal Robinson. The performance unfolded in front of the largest regular-season WNBA crowd in 17 years, adding another layer of history to the moment. What made the outburst even more remarkable was what had happened just 1 week earlier. In a difficult matchup against the New York Liberty, Clark endured the toughest game of her young career. She finished with only 3 points, shooting just 1 for 10 from the field. That kind of performance often sparks criticism and endless analysis. Commentators begin questioning whether the hype has been exaggerated, while skeptics feel validated in their doubts. Clark's response erased those questions almost immediately. Instead of dwelling on the poor outing, she returned to the court and delivered a 7 three-pointer masterpiece. It was the type of response that reveals something deeper than talent. It showed a mindset that refuses to let a single rough night define the bigger picture. Her teammates began to feel the impact as well. Kelsey Mitchell, long considered one of the Fever's most reliable scorers, suddenly had a dynamic partner in the backcourt. Aaliyah Boston now had a playmaker capable of delivering perfectly timed passes and spots. She had rarely received the ball before. The Fever's offense began to flow differently. Ball movement quickened, spacing stretched wider across the floor, and cleaner scoring opportunities emerged throughout the lineup. The reason was simple: when a point guard can pull up from near the midcourt logo and punish defenders, opposing defenses are forced to stretch themselves thin. Clark's shooting range bends the geometry of the court, creating openings everywhere else. But as her influence grew, so did the physical intensity she faced. History shows that every superstar rookie goes through a similar trial. Michael Jordan faced it. LeBron James endured it. Stephen Curry experienced it as well. When a newcomer arrives with enormous hype and constant media attention, veterans inevitably test them. It isn't personal. It's part of the unwritten rules of professional competition. Prove you belong, and respect will follow. Still, what Clark experienced during her rookie season felt more intense than the typical welcome to the league. The physical challenges she faced quickly became one of the season's most talked about. Clark wasn't just among the most fouled rookies in the league. She ranked as the third most fouled player across the entire WNBA. Within the first third of the season alone, she absorbed 46 fouls. Opponents set hard screens, bumped her off the ball, grabbed at her jersey during cuts, and leaned into her whenever she attempted to navigate around picks. Night after night, the contact rarely stopped. One particular moment drew widespread attention. On June 1st, during a